Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Dominions 4, Jomon, and I had a couple comments that people were interested on my god, my pretender creation, so I thought I would do just a quick segment to kind of talk about what I was thinking with this. I have Ugio here. If you ever seen The Last Samurai, great movie. Ugio was just a total beast, and I loved him. This was kind of like my prototype, I guess. So I would say mostly my thinking was based off of the Vanheim game. Probably not the best way to consider creating your pretender, but I wanted to do things differently than the last one. So, as far as magic goes, I went for an Astral 5. One, because I'm not too familiar with Astral magic and I wanted to throw it in, but also because when you have Astral 5, it's fairly simple to get to Astral 7, which will let you get to Astral 8, and you can forge some pretty nice items for like mages and things like that. So I was hoping to mix that in. The Vanheim game, I had the period where our magic fell horribly behind and I started getting crushed. So I thought this would be a way to really kind of showcase the magic a little better in this game. Now the Air 2 and Earth 2 are to, one, help us build the items. You need Earth 2 and I think Astral 2 to make a crystal coin. That's +1 to your Astral. And then I think it's Astral 5 to make a Starshine Skull Cap or something like that. So the Earth is strictly to build that item. Air 2 was because we don't really have a super reliable way of getting a water-breathing necklace, and I did want to get into the water provinces. So I thought if worse comes to worse, if we don't get lucky with one of the Master Shujinja, then that was I think an 8-point cost to bump it to Air 2. It'll give him Mist Form as well. Pretty decent spell for protecting himself in battle. Now, as far as the scales, and I'm going to go out just say it right now, that I would say this is my most clueless part when it comes to creating a pretender. I did put him on Dominion 9 because that gives you awe, and I had been experimenting with a pretender that can actually fight in combat, unlike Firlanam. So I do want to get this guy into melee and see how well he does. Whether that's a good idea or a bad idea, you let me know. Now, the rest of the scales, probably pretty surprising that I did no Order or Turmoil. I see a lot of suggestions, and I don't do a lot of reading on strategies and things like that, because I like to figure it out myself, or hear it from comments in the channel. A lot of people suggest to put this to 2, and then put your misfortune to -2. I think that's a little cheesy myself. When I do something like that, I tend to bump my events up to common. That way you get more punished for having a negative misfortune. I guess conversely I should do the same when I play on with a luck scales, but I did forget to change it to common for this particular game, so I won't be reaping the benefits of this +1 luck as much as I would like to. Now the productivity is a scale that I'm a little iffy on this one. And when I originally started making pretenders and playing this game, I thought that was like the scale that you had to have, because it gives you those finite resources per turn that let you create more units. And that's true to a degree, but then at some point in the game, you're going to have enough castles and forts, and I might have mentioned this in the last episode, you're going to have enough castles and forts that your gold might not even be able to keep up with it anyway. So the lack of resources can be remedied by just building more forts, is the way I look at it. With that said, I did set it to 2 in this game because I was a little concerned about being weak in the early game and having a really bad expansion, and I thought that might offset that problem a little bit. My concern for that was just the cost of our units are pretty high in resources, so I thought that might offset our slow expansion in a way. Now, I didn't obviously touch heat or cold, though I do kind of debate on setting one of those either up or down. And seeing the map being next to that mountain range, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to have +1 heat just to be able to pass through there. But I didn't want to fiddle with additional fatigue. I think we have high fatigue anyway. High encumbrance, I should say. Now, growth. That's another thing. I haven't experimented with growth at all. And to me, it seems like the best long-term selection. And with 8 or 9 AIs in the game, I thought this game might go a little longer than the Vanheim one. So I thought that would be kind of, we lack the, the order bonus from gold. Actually, I think this gives you an income increase also, if I recall correctly. Not certain off the top of my head. But again, I'm just thinking long term that helps us out. And then luck. I guess I had 40 extra points and I wasn't sure. I do like to have a little luck, just because those negative events or whatever can really be pretty brutal. And I didn't think we needed Drain or Magic because it seems like we have a fairly good research engine. Unlike Vanheim, where you either recruit a bunch of Van Herses or you create dwarves, which take 2 turns. So that's pretty much it. The last thing I would say, and there was some discussion about the Bless, and I'll talk about. I said I would talk about it in the last episode, and I totally forgot. Mainly, I didn't go for a huge Bless because we have a ton of Sacred units when it comes down to the summoning aspect. And I really didn't know how to pick one that would be ideal for all of them, not knowing much about the summons. Seems like a kind of a bad logic, I guess, but since any Bless would help them all out. But again, I felt like we had a good Bless in the last game, and I wanted to switch it up. So that's kind of my thinking for our Pretender. Let me know what your thoughts are. Another thing I wanted to mention was there were some comments about me saying that our Sacred units are bad. And that was a really poor choice of words. What I was trying to get there is, and let's just take a look at this. When we played Vanheim, and you look at the Van here, compared to like the Huskarls, and I'm not even going to include the Surf Warrior, but the Van here has Berserker, and he's a dual wielder, and all of his stats are significantly higher than the other units. He's got 2 higher HP, 2 higher strength. Protection is even with Herdman and higher than the others, and his morale is significantly higher than all theirs. His defense is low. So it was a very obvious pick to go to me to get a defense bonus from Water Bless. Plus that was a spell path that we didn't have, and it put him on par defensively. So he was like a real standout unit to me. Whereas with like the Sohei, his stats are pretty comparable to the other katana wielders. In fact, I think his morale is very high. That's his main thing. His strength is slightly higher than one of the katana wielders, and I think his attack. But all in all, he's fairly on par with the others. And I did say the Yamabushi is... I think this is a very strong unit. So, I think that we'll be fielding these, is what I'm getting at. And then, of course, there is the aspect of picking up thrones, like the one we have, gives us +1 strength. So, maybe we'll get another throne that will help us out. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and actually move into the game now. I did have a few things I was adding, like the suggestion from Caleb. Welcome to the channel, I should say. But I did turn the auto research on. We'll see how that turns out. Like I said in chat, I was kind of debating on that. And then the other thing is, welcome to Lawrence as well. Thank you for your suggestions. And we do need to change our unit names. So the first one that was requested was Takeda Shengen. There we go. Just a regular daimyo at this point. I'm going to work on getting Ribby one as well. So hopefully in the next few turns I'll have the second guy out. Just doing it in order of request, so. And with that said, I'm thinking we're going to take Seiyatsun, who I have set to Air Shield and Twist of Fate. I'm a little worried about him going into combat without any equipment or anything like that, but I have him set to the back. I think he'll be alright. He'll come in a little later, I'm hoping. We got 50 militia and heavy infantry units, so I think we can handle this. I'm going to go ahead and go that way. We'll head up to this throne. Hopefully Satis will retreat. They only got 30 units. I got to remember my ninja. Forgot about him last time. And that's pretty much it. Building temples around here. Searching for sites. I'm going to have an astral mage come out so we can look for some astral sites. And then right here I'm looking to swing around this peninsula and come around. So pick up these 3 provinces there. I think that's it. Let's do it. Alright, we've got some alteration completed. There was a comment, Lawrence mentioned maybe considering Enchantment 6 for Airfend. I think I said I was leaning towards Construction, Alteration, and Conjuration just to kind of mix it up. Of course, now you have me thinking, and my problem in Vanheim was bouncing around the tech tree, so let me know, other viewers, also what you think as far as our research goes. I'm definitely, will consider, switching up our paths. I have no problem with that. And I do realize that, my plan might not necessarily be ironclad either. It's not necessarily the most efficient. So, I don't even think Seiyatsun will get into this fight, but let's take a look and see how it goes. Okay, our samurai, or whatever these are called, Akaoni's kind of getting blocked by our Ashigaru. There's the route already. Yeah, so he's not even going to reach it back there. I'm fine with that. My biggest fear is losing or taking like a big affliction or something like that in a battle where I don't need to risk him. So I still haven't really figured out a reliable way of... Oh, dodge those arrows. Lone Ashigaru units. He's all by himself. I still haven't figured out a reliable way of getting rid of afflictions. So, I don't know. That's my biggest fear, is taking a really bad one on our god, or a big important commander or something like that. Tell you what, the arrows... There we go. That was a little better. Surprisingly less effective. I guess, I'm assuming the range has a big impact on that, so... And something else I was looking at, right here, seems like a decent place for another castle. It's a choke point, and these provinces have really good... This one has 105 base, so... I don't know, it'd be nice to have it there, but it's not very good strategically. But still, that's 210 making, so it's going to pull in, you know, a third of that, 60-some. Or 70, I guess. So, I don't know. That might be a good place. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do it. That'll give me 3 castles, like, in very close proximity. I think that that's something I didn't do very well in the last game. And, it's definitely something I've been doing in kind of like my own personal games to put up some more early castles. I think it's especially important with a country that has expensive resource costs and things like that. So, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Oh, is this... Wow. Who are these guys? Purple. Death Grip. Lemuria. See, Ribby, look what you've done to me. I get to blame this on you guys. Whenever I see something that scares me, and it's one of the nations that were recommended, I get to blame you guys, alright? So that's Ribby's fault. I'm gonna blame it on you every time. Hope you don't mind. Why did I bring Shintaru over here? I know it wasn't to fight yet. You know what, I wonder if I was intending to put a lab in there. I think that's probably what I was meaning to do. I hope that's right. I didn't have a spell set, so I'm pretty sure I wasn't planning on using him in combat. Alright, we got this guy coming out. Let's put our daimyo up. Gotta get Ribby out there. Maybe Ribby will be our southern commander, so he'll be fighting Bogarus once war breaks out there. And then Takeda will be on our eastern front, and Seatsune, at this point, will be on our northern front. That seems pretty solid to me. Whether I can amass enough armies to field 3 of them at once is another question, but we'll see how that goes. Let's not forget to recruit units. I kind of do want to bring these Yamabushi in. Pretty expensive. 26 gold. I kind of forgot to look at our... we probably need some more archers. Those are really... 25 resources on them. Very expensive. The other thing I was wondering about, if you look at these units, like the crossbowmen, which I've heard are really deadly, and they seem like they are. They do 11 damage, piercing of course, 10 precision, 35 range. But our archers seem... I don't know if there's any difference between bolts, so let me know if there is. Longbow does 12 damage, 40 range, and they have 11 precision. So it seems to me that the samurai archer is better than the crossbowman in every way. I don't know. Let me know. Alright, so we're good there. Let's do it. Alright, another level of alteration. I was planning on getting to level 3 so we can get that mist form. And I do want to, I think after that, bump to construction 4, especially now that we have some people interested in being commanders, and we have our god that I do want to use in melee a little bit. I do want to get to 4 so we can start building some items. Of course, the question is whether we're going to have the magic sites and stuff like that to actually build some useful stuff. So nothing there, unfortunately. It looks like we have some AI battles, or is this us? No, this is us. Looking at the flags wrong. Okay, here come the arrows. Total miss. That's always a good thing. I don't know. Maybe I ought to set those archers to attack closest. I think we did 7 points of damage there. That was a pretty brutal volley from the crossbowmen. I'll tell you what, those Aka Oni, though, are pretty nasty. I like them a lot. I think they did a good job of kind of representing the... Ooh, God. Representing the samurai, Japanese culture here. God, coming in. Looks like our unit's lost over there. Oh God, am I scared right now. Alright, do it, Seiyatsun. Oh, okay, our guys went in the back line. I thought for a second there we lost, like, everybody. Wow. That was pretty costly. I didn't expect that to be too bad. I think that's a... Let's see, we lost 10 Ashigaru. That's okay. Fine with that. Like I said, they're basically our arrow fodder. So, we didn't lose too many melee units. Forces of Lemuria, taking a province. Ooh, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. So we have a bump here. Let's take a look at these units, because I don't know anything about Lemuria. Ethereal. Ha! That's terrifying. Dark Power. More powerful in total darkness. They're afflicted, that's good. And there's their prophet. What is this? Death weapons. Okay, that's scary. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared by that. Unholy Power, I'm not familiar with that ability. Arrows all missing. Okay, I think we'll be okay here. I'm not too... Wow, 16 attack and 15 defense. Good lord. That's really good. Oh man, scared. Let's get this melee going. Oh, hack him up. That first one went down pretty quick, and the other two just kind of... Protection of the Shadelands. Interesting. How many hit points do they have? They only have 10. Little collateral damage from our archers, unfortunately. Wow, these guys are going to be scary. 16 morale, though. I thought they wouldn't break, to be honest. Am I missing something there? Let's see. Undead. Huh. So I guess maybe they do break. I thought that undead did not rout, but maybe I'm wrong. Usually they have like 50 morale, so you don't have to worry about them breaking at all. Wow, look at that. Man, they are really holding the line. Alright, so that's going to be a problem for us. Ooh. Found a magic site. The gold mine. Not what I was looking for, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. So I'm a little worried about that. I'm not going to lie. Wow, he must have came... Look at that. You can travel all that distance from that water province. That's pretty good. Let's bump up our defenses over there. I want to grab this province, and then I think we'll head over there and start, I don't know, start doing what we need to do with Lemuria now. So, looks like we're going to war. Probably a good thing. Get that temple going. Site search. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I plan on putting pretty much putting a temple everywhere. So, did I forget to recruit a guy here? I thought I recruited... There he is. Huh. I guess we didn't have enough resources per turn to build it, so it took 2 turns. I didn't realize. Okay, and then this is going to be our new guy for looking for some astral sites. So hopefully we'll find something. I don't know. All right, let's bump our province defenses up here with the throne. And that's the other question: should I consider a throne over there, or a castle there as well? I am kind of curious about that. This is the lower throne. Gives us blood slaves. Not a great throne. Doesn't hurt us in any way. But let me know. Is it worth considering maybe using those blood slaves to bump a guy up in blood magic? I don't know. All right, let's hit some of these heavy infantry, because I'm thinking we're gonna need it since we lost our Ashigaru in the last battle. Mikey, you know as well as I do, we both want to get into these water provinces as soon as possible. Problem is, I'm not seeing how I'm going to do it yet. We have no water gems, so my only recourse would be to convert other gems, which would be pretty expensive. And I don't know how good Kappas are. So, I don't know. We're going to figure something out. But until then, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Let's see what kind of units we have available here. We got some Go Hatamotos. I got to remember these names. A couple Yamabushis. Could use some more of these Akaonis. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to set up multiple turns of builds here because we're going to need to field another army down there. Get some Ashis. Okay. And how we doing on research? 2 more turns for alteration. Then we'll switch to construction. I'm curious if that's too much switching around. If that's, maybe I'm bumping around. Should I just beeline right to, like, I don't know, a level 7 or something like that in one type of magic? Alright, let's boost that just a little bit. Gotta watch these Bogarus. I am interested to see them, since I think they're based on Russia, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna do it. Alright, we got a couple battles here. Oh, man. Oh, take it in the face. That is not good. So now our guys out in front gotta wither the storm in the box formation, so that's not good. There aren't many crossbowmen, so we should be alright. Man, they're just brutal once they get into melee. It's like just a total massacre. Of course, these aren't great units, obviously. Look at that, though. The damage that we're seeing from them is very high to me. I'm not used to that. Get out of here. Be gone from here. Ooh. Wow. So 3 misfortune there. That's pretty rough. Oh god, I did forget about my stupid ninja up there, too. Jeez. I normally don't do that. I don't know why I can't seem to remember that. Wow, that's not good. That's unfortunate. See, it doesn't make much sense to build another castle on this throne when I could go all the way up to here and still have a choke point. Even that's a fairly decent choke point, but like right here blocks them off from getting into my mainland, so to speak. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys if you have a suggestion. Do you think I should have a northern castle too? Or am I building too many castles? I don't know. But I am going to put one down here. Let's see. Fortress versus castle, because we didn't have this option before. Higher admin, defense, supplies, and 1 extra month to build. 200 gold. I think it's worth it, to me. I don't know. Seems like it. Alright, this guy is searching for sites. We got Ribby. I was leaving out your numbers. I don't know. If you want the numbers in, let me know. Alright, and we'll see first Yamabushi's coming out, joining him. Look at that, 17 morale. That is pretty nasty. Okay, that puts us at a full squad. So we're going to get some archers out. Pretty good melee units there. I am a little worried that we don't have any way of absorbing arrows. We don't have any Ashigaru. They're on their way, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So, of course, that'll be 5 groups, so we'll have to figure out something. We'll have to figure out an alternative there. Let's see. This guy is searching for sites. And this guy... Do we need a lab? Yeah. I don't think it will hurt to have multiple areas where we're bringing in mages. The other thing I wanted to mention, I kind of overlooked this Monk of the Fivefold Path. This was also something Lawrence said that kind of triggered my memory on what this was. So, they actually have a guaranteed pickup in one of these magic areas, which means that they would be able to cast one of our nation-specific holy spells, which seem pretty good. So that's definitely something we're going to need to mix in. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to approach that first. Seems like a really solid option, actually. Okay, so we're good down here. I'm almost afraid to go down here and bump into Bogarus, too. If they go into this province. That's a lot to defend, too. But why limit where my expansion is while I'm against independence, right? But we are at war over here. We're gonna need temples. We're gonna need priests, I think, against Lemuria. So let's see what we can build over here. We do have just regular priests. Oh, we don't have a castle yet. I think I'm gonna build some just to be safe. I think that that's gonna be important. And something I didn't do very well against Sabalba in the last game, so hopefully that'll work out. And now the question is, do we want to go to war with other nations? Should I stick where I am, or should I look to go to war with Satis? I'm almost expanded as far as I can go. I can go down here. Of course, our flank against Lemuria is exposed right now. I got 3 nations on our borders. So should I look to just go to war with them, or should I try to maintain peace as long as possible? It seems like that's probably the smart way to play it. But is it how we want to do it? I don't know. Let me know what you think below. I'm kind of wondering if we should let this castle build. Get Ribby down there. He'll be our southern commander against Bogarus. I should actually send him against Lemuria. Just because it is your fault that we're against Lemuria. I don't know, we could do that. We could swing around. Send him through the mountain pass here. Actually, I should probably take advantage of this opening while we have it. I could attack that, and then Miko could bring in reinforcements on the next turn or two. Of course, we don't know what's over there. So let me know what your thoughts are. Should we just go to war with Satis and Bogarus? Or should we really focus on Lemuria? I think I'm going to leave it there. And thanks for watching, guys. Leave me a comment below. I will see you in the next episode.